Hello guys and welcome back to Skyrim. We're still in Castle Vokuhila and we're trying to find her mother. Glad you're comfortable. I'm sorry I got a little ranty towards the end, rather in the middle of that last episode, but it really does annoy me that YouTube wants to content ID my videos. Regardless, with that final riddle solved, we might just have found where we want to go. Serana's gonna talk a bit now, so I'll be quiet.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something.
She's a beacon of intelligence. I'm not sure what this is, but it's obviously something. Let's take this. It might be important. I don't remember at all. Certainly lots of alchemy ingredients. So, not necessarily necromancy.
Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Your mother... Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy setup in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
That was one of the few mature jokes in this game.
I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up.
Yep. Sadly, I think I'm gonna have to read this. So, if you don't like my reading voice, scroll forward a bit in the video. 27th, last seed. Harkon's short-sightedness is becoming a serious problem. I've warned him time and time again that his foolish prophecy would cast far too much light on our people, and yet he refuses to so much as listen to a word I say. I've become less a wife and more of an annoyance in his eyes. Devoting attention to my work is the only solace I can find while enduring his ridiculous crusade. 28th, last seed. I've had a breakthrough today. I was able to attune the portal vessel to the Soul Cairn properly by using a small sample of ingredients. Although the portal opened only for a few seconds, I am confident that with the proper formula it can be sustained indefinitely. I feel like I'm missing a key ingredient, something of sufficient potency that can resist the forces trying to prevent my intrusion. Communing with the ideal masters has proved worthless. They speak in riddles and offer no assistance whether I ensure them a steady supply of souls or not. If I am to escape Harkon's clutches, I need to keep the portal open long enough to carry me away from here. Forever, if need be. 3rd Hearthfire. I've done it. After wasting thousands of gold coins on components, I've discovered how to sustain the portal. I'm listing the components below without the proper amounts for my own protection. As a secondary precaution, I'm combining my own blood into the formula, which should prevent anyone from being able to duplicate it and following me into the Soul Cairn. The formula consists of finely ground bone meal, purified void salts, and soul gem shards. Using the proper measurements, place the above in the silver-lined portal vessel and add blood as a reactive agent. I will make my way into the Soul Cairn tomorrow after I gather my things and prepare for a potentially lengthy exile. More importantly, I must enact my plans with Serana and get her to Dim Hollow Crypt as soon as possible. Alright, quite a lengthy read, but that was exactly what we needed to know. We found out what ingredients we need, and we also need Serana's mother's blood. Conveniently, I think hers will work as well. Finely ground bone meal. Dragon bone. I wonder how she got dragon bone. That must be incredibly rare. Well, it must have been incredibly rare before the dragons attacked, so... come to think of it, I'll quick save and see what's out there. Look for forges and grindstones in the world. You can use them to make new... Well, I discovered Castle Vokuhila balcony. It's nice. Wow. Is that Windhelm? That's Wind... Is that... I don't even know where we are exactly. I guess let's check the map. So that's kind of not Windhelm at all. Why was I thinking Windhelm? Windhelm's like... here, somewhere. No, even further. This is Windhelm. Winterhold. Alright, I'm confused. I'll stop talking. Well, about maps. We also need soul gem fragments, which I guess we've got tons of here. What's in this chest? Gold. Yeah. So as I said, getting dragon bone before the time of the dragons returning, like now, must have been quite difficult, because the dragons, they were like creatures of legend. They must have been incredibly old. Soul gem shards, we need those, not the fragments. Fragments aren't shards. Apparently that's a very big difference. I don't really want to brew any potions right now, I just want to take all the ingredients. We still need something which I'll check out. In a moment. Don't want to enchant. Actually, I'll just check if I can disenchant anything. No, only the Ring of Sneaking, which I want to keep. I thought maybe one of these enchanted weapons, which I picked up, could have been used to be disenchanted. That way I would have gotten some advantage from it without having to carry it. Lavender, fire salts, frost salts, void salts, purified void salts. That's what I wanted. Which is probably all the ingredients I need. So... can I jump over this? Apparently not. You're a master assassin. You can't jump... well, you can. That's fine then. Let's talk to Serana. I found your mother... Sorry, I wanted to speak his voice deeper. I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's this Soul Cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn.
Why did she care where used souls went?
The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the Soul Cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the Soul Cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Ah, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be... gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
I already found all of the ingredients.
Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Okay. If you don't like the deep voice, I can't do a high-pitched one, so... If it annoys you too much, tell me and I'll switch to my regular voice for reading my characters' dialogue. Because everything else is pretty much voice acted, so I can't really read that. It would be pointless. Yes, everything's in there.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
So this is basically the point of no return. But I'm ready.
Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal with a Soul Cairn. Incredible.
Okay. Then let's head in. Or maybe not. Okay. Didn't work yet, so let's talk to Serana.
Are you alright? That looked painful.
It was. It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess?
There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Those are my only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
So I don't really have a choice. I want to stay a werewolf, so, partially soul trap it is. Soul trap me. I won't feel right as a vampire.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
I'm ready.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I'm not certain if I can start a romance with her, so I'll just say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Let's try again. Well, that worked a lot better. As a werewolf, the inventory button will bring up the werewolf perk tree. Perks are earned by eating corpses. We've seen that before. I can't even see my active effects to tell how long my transformation is gonna last.
Look at the sky. What kind of place is this?
We went to the Soul Cairn. What did you expect?
The air, the ground. This is all wrong.
So I've mentioned this place before. It is fairly confusing. I know I can find these soul husks and I think trade them with people in here or do something, I'm not certain. I know there's like some fighting, some random dialogue, some stuff to find. But I've only been in here once, I believe. And I got thoroughly lost and spent a very long time in here, so I'll give it a few episodes because this is, well, it's meant to be quite a long stretch, I think. But if I, for the life of me, can't find the way through here, I will consult the wiki, a map, something to help me through here, because I guess 3 or 4 hours in here would be boring to watch for you guys as well. So who are you?
I thought death was a release, not an eternity of torment.
I guess that person was soul trapped. So we have spikes, which I might be able to open somehow. There was something behind it, but I would have no idea how to open it. So nothing here, I think. I'll do some exploring. It's an interesting place after all. Do I just shoot these? Well, there's a bow and arrow here, so I'm guessing I'm supposed to shoot something. Maybe I shoot these things down? Oh, I did have to shoot this. Okay. That makes sense. And what do we have in here? Page 8. I'll try to find all the pages. For obvious reasons, I don't want to start reading with page 1. Oh, don't want to start reading with page 8. Sorry about that. I wonder what I shot down there. I'll try to find it. Diamond. Grand Soul Gem and some troll fat. Nice. And Serana is where exactly? Who knows? Oh, she's stuck back here. And I think I shot something down here, but it must have had quite a lot of speed, so it might be anywhere, really. Oh well, probably it was just a skull. No, I remember what the soul things were. I just picked up the... what was it? What were they? Those husk things. I think they're food, right? Soul husk, yeah. It interrupts a soul drain effect, which I think I'll only get it in certain places. But basically allows me to...
I'd heard stories about the Soul Cairn, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's about what I imagined.
Yeah, one more thing. These soul fissures, which I can harvest.
Who's there?
And there's obviously enemies in here. Somewhere in this construct. Harvesting the soul fissure will fill one of my soul gems. I'm not certain if it's going to be the largest one, if it's a fixed size, if it's a random one. I don't exactly remember, but I think it will just fill one of them. And there was some way of determining which one it was, but I'm not certain about that anymore. So there's an enemy up here on top of this building, but I can't actually get on top of it myself. Some sort of skeleton. Which I just missed completely. This is the outer wall. I can't cross this. It's just a solid wall. It doesn't hurt me or anything, it's just... I guess it makes the terrain look very open without actually being that large. And I'll try heading for the marker. But I know there's some bonus stuff in here which I would like to see just so I guess I can show it. What's this do again? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. There was like a bonus boss fight in here, which you had to activate 3 things for, I believe. I barely remember. It's been too long ago. I remember that I want as many of these soul husks as possible because they'll come in handy later. And I'm also harvesting these soul fissures because why not? And I think I'll go for this building because it looks interesting. And I've still got 10 minutes or so left on this video. More soul husks. Hey.
I yearn to see the great dunes of Hammerfell once again.
Wasn't Hammerfell... I don't remember it being much of a deserty place, but I might be wrong. I guess climbing all the way up might enlighten me. Who are you?
Only those who have suffered long can find the light within the shadows.
He's clearly insane. So I think this is one of the things I needed to activate for something. Don't ask me what. Do I shoot it? Apparently not.
I miss the warm sunshine. Green grass, blue skies.
This is the effect I was talking about, by the way. I can probably show this to you. I'll eat a soul husk, and I think this should make me immune to this draining effect. Yeah, do you remember how that drained my health when I was in here earlier? Like it drains hers? The soul things give me 10 seconds of immunity to that draining effect. But that was not one of the things I need to activate. That was, I think, just a chest that had some nice stuff in it. And I needed to get behind this wall. But it was complicated getting there. And this doesn't look like a trap in any way. I'm not certain if it was. Let me... basically, grand or greater soul gems can be placed atop the apparatus. So let me place it. And then I think I need to use it. No. Ah, I remember this bit. Okay, I do get a fight. But that's fine. Wrathman. Sounds like a superhero kind of thing.
That'll teach you.
Okay. And they leave soul gems as well, which is nice. I can put a grand or greater soul gem in one of these lightning attractor things, like I just did. And it'll basically, well, as you saw, it'll attract the lightning. And it will give me a black soul gem instead. So I can turn my regular grand or greater ones into into black ones. Black soul gems, as I've said before, are used to capture the souls of living people, like men, humans, humanoids, things that don't usually fill soul gems. And black soul gems are considered an act of necromancy. And not a nice one at that. The Book of Life and Service. I will not read. Okay, page 1. I am a hunter. I am a redeemer. I am Jupe. Jupe? The tale of my rise to glory begins in the ash wastes of Morrowind. I rode alone, weapon at my side and burning wind stinging in my face. My quest was arduous, but necessary to ensure the survival of the Dunmer people. A pestilence was creeping across the ashlands. All in all, I think we'd be better served if I went, if I tried to find all the pages and then read them in one go. It'd probably be better, so you get a coherent story. Okay, that was just Serana. I thought for a moment it was an enemy, so I was about to shoot her. Have I been in here? I really don't know. This place is so confusing. Don't think I've been here because I would have harvested that soul fissure, I think. Now don't get me wrong, this place is confusing, but it looks awesome. I really do love the level design in Skyrim. And up there is another one of those things which will hurt me. Now these are just bone men, which don't take much punishment. Oh, archery increased. I'm wondering if it's one of the DLCs which makes me level up so quickly at the moment, because it feels like this is way too fast. In the usual course of events, by the way, I will not use a soul husk to get by these draining effects, simply because I'm not in there long enough. See, all I do is take the stuff, take the stuff. I said take the stuff, take the stuff, thank you. The effect does not prevent me from, like, looting the chests and stuff, so why would I be too worried about it? Alright, no, I didn't want the map, I wanted my items. I didn't check what I picked up. I guess I should really, Dwarven War Axe of Despair and some other stuff. I believe I get lots of, like, valuable but light things, which would be nice. Did I come from here? I did. And I wanted to go through here. Alright. There was a bunch of stuff which you could get in here. So I think after I do this episode, actually, I'll check out what it was. I know you could get a summoning spell for a horse. And there was that bonus boss fight, boss-ish fight, I guess, which you had to go through a certain number of places before you could activate it. And then you needed to disable a shield somewhere to actually get to her mother. But it has been long ago, and last time I know, after about 2 hours, I used a wiki. If you were not confused by this place, I don't really... Well, I guess tell me, but it is totally fine if this place is confusing. This one takes a lot of punishment. I wonder if this is supposed to be my soul being Serana. Don't push me down slopes. I wonder if this is supposed to be like the effect of my soul being weakened, or... Didn't want the bow. And now every time I hear the music it worries me. Do I jump in here and do something? Whoa. Well, I guess I'll try to find some way to open this. Got about maybe 5 minutes left-ish on the video. There must be some way to get in here. Oh, I can see it now. I think these wells, the one I've just stood in, there was some sort of teleporting device, but I don't remember how they worked exactly. Where's the other one of those things? I only shot one of them, apparently. Uh-huh. And there we are. Riddle solved. Wahey. Now, is there actually anything in here? Why did I do this now? Did it activate the well, maybe? No. This is confusing. I activated the thing. And I could get inside. But that didn't actually help me. Because I can't do anything inside. Aside from I could probably pick up my arrows if I could find them. That's strange. Strange at best. Tedious at worst. Does this do anything? Oh, this is where I was meant to shoot the things from. I guess if you know about that, tell me as well. It's all been too long ago. But I've passed the 30-minute mark now, so I'm guessing I'll see you next time. Bye bye.